Hey you guys! Recently, Elon Musk tweeted that Tesla could not only become the largest automaker, but the largest company in the world, period. And according to him, it might happen in just a few months. Surely, people are skeptical about this, and not only because of the "in a few months" thing, but also because they do not believe that Tesla can surpass the current leaders. But the company is constantly growing and expanding into other ventures. Today we'll talk about the most significant mergers that'll help Tesla with that and discuss what we can expect from Elon Musk in the future, both from our perspective as customers and in terms of the company growth altogether. But before we begin, make sure to subscribe to our channel. We're making good stuff here. Let's start with the purchase of SolarCity, after which Tesla Motors changed its name to just Tesla to better reflect the scale of the expanding business, which by then included electric vehicles, stationary storage systems, and solar power generation. Spoiler alert, the real expansion is yet to come. But it is 2016, and some investors think that purchasing the company owned by Elon Musk's cousins is an attempt to save it at Tesla's expense, and they are filing a lawsuit. But I mean, we certainly get it. After all, $2.6 billion is not a small thing, and SolarCity also had $3 billion in debt. And to add insult to injury, Tesla itself was not profitable back then. Yet, as time has passed, we see it was no impulse purchase. Despite the fact that Tesla has slipped from the leadership position in the home storage market and solar roofs are yet to come in volume, the company has been able to take a fairly stable position in the commercial battery market. Thanks to projects in Australia, Tesla has established itself as a reliable partner for utility companies. But for how long will it keep being their partner? I'm sure that pretty soon we'll see Tesla deploying solar farms and energy storage systems on its own. Then the company will be able to become the largest decentralized energy provider. Given the slow but steady transition countries make towards renewable energy and the support of environmental initiatives from the Biden administration, the next 8 years come as a great opportunity for Tesla in the US energy market. And here come the customers who install small energy storage systems, like Powerwall, in their homes along with solar panels or roofs. Tesla can use those Powerwalls to create a virtual grid and manage solar assets in the most efficient way, both for the company and the user. So you can have a Tesla car, a solar roof, and a large battery, so you are, in fact, independent. But what if we go further? Musk once criticized home climate control systems and did not deny that he himself pondered this idea. Mind you, Tesla has a whole division that works on HVAC systems. By the way, recently they introduced a revolutionary heat pump for electric vehicles. All of this can transform into an efficient home climate control systems in terms of energy consumption and performance. This is how Tesla can become a big player in the smart home market. The house will set your preferred room temperature as soon as you get into your Tesla and head home. And Powerwall will warn you about a possible storm and will store energy in advance all on its own, just in case. Cool? Sure. By the way, Tesla often helps people who are in danger of getting into a storm and provides them with free charging at supercharger stations. Everything so that you can get to a safe place. Soon we'll be able to see cafes and mini-markets at those charging stations. I'm sure you know that gas stations mostly make money on snacks, not on gas. By the way, the company is already building its first supercharger with a cafe in Santa Monica. The superchargers of the future will have solar panels and large energy storage devices, fast internet from Starlink, and all the amenities for traveling Tesla owners. Although, why only Tesla? Other EV owners will probably want to use this infrastructure as well. And Musk is up for it. But let's go back to our smart Tesla home. Cheap electricity, great climate control, an electric car. What else do we need? Entertainment, of course. Tesla already features arcade games with a powerful graphics processor, New EVs can run impressive games like The Witcher 3 or Cyberpunk 2077, and the ability to connect a gamepad or use the steering wheel of a car as a controller turns the MCU into a full-fledged console. In the spring of 2020, Elon Musk mentioned that Tesla could feature augmented reality games like Pokemon Go. And if you consider that Musk is generally a big fan of video games, we should probably expect a Tesla entertainment department in the future. Games, movies, music, and various entertainment features all under a single subscription. Excuse me? Did I hear someone say that it looks like Netflix, Spotify, and Steam combined? Maybe Tesla will even start developing its own video games. Why not? I'd love to see that, wouldn't you? Especially when you don't have to limit yourself to a car. Smart speakers, consoles, Tesla can do it all. By the way, if you look at what the company already developed, we can even expect a Tesla smartphone. Why not? They have a great computer, as software and functionality in cars is very similar to smartphones. Material science is Tesla's strong suit, and we're not even going to talk about batteries. With all of that, this product is doable. After all, if Xiaomi and Apple want to go from smartphones to electric cars, why can't Tesla go in the opposite direction and go from electric cars to phones? It's not rocket science. Just imagine a smartphone with a Cybertruck glass screen. And yes, I know what you're going to say, but the Cybertruck window broke. Well, you probably wouldn't beat it with a sledgehammer too. Okay, so here we are. We have clean energy, climate control systems, and air filtration, and even entertainment. What about security? Here comes Sentry Mode again. Surely, Tesla will have no problem installing small cameras around the perimeter of the house, which will ensure your safety. But what if someone broke in anyway? Or there was a flood or volcano erupted? Of course, we need insurance. Fortunately, Tesla has already launched auto insurance in California and is now gearing up to launch it in 3 more states. The advantage of this insurance being that connected cars constantly transmit data to Tesla, which means that if you are a responsible driver, your insurance won't cost you crazy money. And as long as they insure cars, why not insure homes? Plus, a smart home is, well, smart. It will check how much time you spend at home, how much energy you consume, whether you live in a safe area. All this will help Tesla quickly and inexpensively insure your property. See, I told you, the sheer scale and growth of the company's business is astounding. But what about a medical insurance? It is possible that in the future, Tesla will be able to use its cameras or install additional sensors that will monitor the driver's health. They've said that in the future, if the driver feels ill or goes unconscious, Autopilot will safely park the car and call an ambulance all by itself. Tesla's also doing other things that have something to do with human health. Back in 2017, the automaker, although can we still call Tesla that, acquired a German company called Groman Engineering for $135 million. We'll talk about the main reason for buying it later, but among other things, the company is playing around with biotech and is now working with CureVac, a German biopharmaceutical company that is developing a vaccine for COVID. If the CureVac vaccine is approved, Tesla's equipment can produce tons of it. Moreover, when Musk was asked what else would he be doing if he had enough time, he answered, genetics. But let's go back to the main reason for acquiring Groman Engineering. They're developing automated methods of manufacturing and are likely to become a major contributor to the company's own battery project, along with other Tesla's acquisitions, Perbix Machine Company, which helped develop the machine that makes the machine, the famous Gigafactories that is, and the Canadian manufacturer of equipment for battery production, Hybrid Systems. Batteries are a whole other topic of conversation and a huge thing the company is getting into. In 2019, Tesla also bought Maxwell Technologies for $207 million. Maxwell is famous for their work on ultracapacitors, and it confused a lot of people at first. But it turned out that Tesla was interested in another Maxwell's project, dry electrodes. Again, there was a lawsuit from the shareholders. They argued that at the time of the announcement, Maxwell's market cap was $140 million and $200 million at the time of the purchase, due to the hype train Maxwell successfully rode. But the lawsuit did not stop the deal, and Tesla got the company anyway. And it turned out to be a good thing. Tesla showed impressive results of this collaboration at Battery Day. Also, sooner or later, and rather sooner, the company will have to get into mining. And it's not just about saving money. This way, they'll be able to control the supply chain almost entirely. And who can help Tesla enter the mining market better than the Boring Company? We may see cooperation or even a complete takeover, because the Boring Company will need autonomous passenger cars for tunnels, and we're sure Tesla will be the one to produce them. I'd like the joint venture to be called the Boring Tesla. Alright, so the mine is established, production is underway, and what about recycling these batteries? Fortunately, this has been tackled by former Tesla CTO and co-founder J.B. Straubel with his startup Redwood Materials. We already know that Tesla's good at acquiring companies, so a merger with a startup is not a sure thing, but it is possible. And the good part is, Redwood is right next door to Tesla in Nevada. And surely you understand that old car batteries can be used in stationary storage systems. It seems like we've come all the way around, but that's not all Tesla's doing. The company may very well switch to using batteries that have lost some of their capacity in its Robotaxi service. After all, it is intended for the city, which means that a 500-kilometer range is unnecessary. Tesla is already doing most of the work on the Autopilot development on its own, but it hasn't gone without acquisitions. They bought DeepScale, a startup that works on perceptual system technologies for automated vehicles. The Robotaxi program will allow Tesla to compete with guys like Uber, Cat, and Lyft. How quickly will Tesla take over the market depends on how many cars Tesla can produce for the program, and how many owners are willing to share their cars when they're not using them. And of course, how quickly competitors are going to switch to Autopilot. Sooner or later, this will happen, and Tesla's service will be cheaper than competitors because the driver's salary takes up most of the fare. But even faster than the passenger market, Tesla will conquer the commercial transportation market with its Semi. Having reduced the cost of delivery with electric trucks and Autopilot, the company will sooner or later come to realize that selling Semi is not as profitable as making money on their own. By the way, during the delivery problems with Model 3, Tesla acquired several logistics companies, and that's a hint. So what do we have here? Elon Musk's company could truly become the largest in the world, surpassing Apple and Microsoft. This is exactly how vertical integration, which Elon Musk is striving for, works. Tesla could become a mining and logistics company, the largest manufacturer of batteries and electric vehicles, a renewable energy supplier at the grid level, an insurance company, entertainment company, and producer of smart home devices, as well as one of the biggest companies in the passenger and cargo transportation market. Note that we haven't even talked about Tesla's planes yet. Elon talked too much about this idea, saying that he does not have time for this, at least for now. But we know Musk's ideas are grand. Do you think we missed anything? What else can we expect from Tesla? Do you believe that it will become the most valuable company in the world? Share with us in the comments below. Thank you for watching.